Alright students, by now you should have your PSD video animation with audio all together and tweaked and refined and just the way you want it. And that's what was due today. However, the next thing we need to do is actually render the video uh, to become a small unified mp4 file that will play on any device. I'm going to use, I guess, Morgan's submission as an example. So on my desktop here, I have Morgan's folder. I want to look at that really quickly with you. Notice she's got her animation folder just like all of you did or should. She has a folder with all of her audio files enclosed. She's got a lot of them, mostly waves and mp3s, but it works well. She even has all of her previous versions, the frame animation, etc. I've already output an mp4, so we'll get to that in a little bit. And there's some extraneous files that's not a problem to me, as long as everything stays contained in that folder. Let's open this video PSD file, which she turned in, and all of you, I just opened the wrong one, by the way. Here, I got the one, I need the one here with sound. Okay, zoom back out. And I open it, I see her layer, so everything looks good there. And then down in the timeline, I see the purple video layers, and then I see her green audio layers, a lot of them. So she did a good job getting all of this in place and lined up. If you're looking at yours, or if I look at yours and I don't see these green bars, I just see little X's, what it means is your audio is not linked. It wasn't linked and submitted in the folder along, or didn't retain in the same folder all through the process. You will have to simply go back and relink those. Might take a little bit of time to do that, but hopefully you've been on guard with that. So let's look at this. This is pretty simple. So the video, you can play it and we can look and it all looks fine. Just trust me on this one. And you will do this. You'll go to File, Export. So go to File, Export, and then you're going to render the video. And let's look closely at the menu options here. It's going to be now called Creech Donut Video with Sound. Substitute your name, but it's going to be an mp4. This is what we want it to be. It says select the folder. I usually just save it on the desktop, but in this case you might want to go ahead and put it in the folder with everything else, or you can create a new subfolder. Whatever you want to do, just keep track of where it's going. If your settings are different than this, study this just for a moment. We're going to use the high quality preset, H264 document size, and I want the frame rate to stay at 30. If everything looks pretty much like this will be different because you have different number of frames. Everybody will. And we'll just simply click on render. It'll take just a moment. One already exists because I did this before. I'm going to replace it. And we should see this render. And then we'll open it up and play it. And you'll see it'll be a nice big high resolution animation that would work on a laptop, desktop, a phone, any device, anything that's got internet access. It's not that huge of a file either, and the quality should be there. All right, it is exported, so I'm going to go look into her folder. You see it right here. Let me just double click on that mp4. We see it, and let me scale it down a little bit so it fits in the video window. So there we go, and let's hit play. Perfecto. So that's what you need to do to render this video as an mp4.